All right, so first, I'm out here on vacation. Still said I'm gonna bring y'all this weekly wrap up because I said I'm gonna do that. So that's what I'm gonna continue to do. Give you this weekly wrap up. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you know who I am, Bluminati. This is Blues News. This is the weekly wrap up, man. Um, got some things to get into, right? Talk a little bit about Mahershala Ali and his Blade film being doomed. Gonna talk a little bit about Kathleen Kennedy, and then I want to talk about the homie Martin Lawrence, man. And I hope everything is good with him because he, you know what I'm saying, something just ain't right. And they're not telling us what it is. But we're gonna talk about it. So without further ado, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's take off. Let's go.
How much time till we're on?
We're on, Ron.
What?
We're on the air right now.
I'm ready.
Yo. Like I said, let's get into this Blade. Whether it's gonna rock or not. I don't think it's gonna rock. Now I'm coming from my phone, so I can't really share my screen and all of that. So I'm gonna just read. This comes from Screen Rant. So um, the Blade 2025 release date might be in trouble. Of course, this is according to Screen Rant. So it might be in trouble because Mahershala Ali has just been cast in Jurassic World. I guess they're doing a reboot or whatever, but he's been recast. You know what I'm saying? He's been recast in the whole situation. Um, Says the news of Mahershala Ali's likely cast in the Jurassic World 4 is cause for concern among viewers eagerly waiting for the new Blade movie in 2025. When Ali was announced as the MCU Blade in 2018, the reception was ecstatic as he seemed like a dream choice for the role, which I think he was. I think he was a real dope choice for the role. Mahershala Ali looks the part, Oscar award winning actor. I mean, I don't even see how you can do any wrong when it comes to picking him. You know what I'm saying? But that was back in 2018, 2019 or something like that. Since the Wesley Snipes era Blade films are most likely look back on fondly, and the character helped bring Marvel Comics back into cultural conversation. So it seemed like the combination of a beloved character and acclaimed actor was a match made in heaven. Anticipation increased even further after the new Blade's cast and crew information rolled out. Ali would be joined by talented actors like Mia Goth, which made the project more tantalizing. We ain't even heard nothing about if she's still attached to the project. You know what I'm saying? Is Mia Goth still attached to the project? With all these rewrites and different villains and all of that. Is she still attached to the project? I don't know. I don't know. Since while MCU movies have had some horror elements, audiences had yet to see a spectacle on a par with the Snipes film. And it had been long enough since the last Blade film that appetites were wet for a new type of movie in the MCU. But now, thanks to Jurassic World 4's casting, all that could be in jeopardy. And I don't think this is just because of Jurassic World's casting. This has been in jeopardy since the go, since the jump. Marvel has continuously dropped the ball on the importance of this movie. Like, this is Blade. I mean, it's already got the built-in fan base. Everybody's looking for it. They want to see the next iteration of it, and y'all continuously drop the ball. And I don't get it. I don't get it, man. It's weird to me. Given the potential filming window for Jurassic World 4 in 2024, Blade could be delayed even further. Blade has already experienced a lengthy period of developmental issues with numerous delays, various personnel changes, including writers and cast members. Release dates have been pushed back repeatedly, and in the event of Ali's possible addition to Jurassic 4, there could be even further delays if the next dinosaur outing starts production soon. And I don't see why it wouldn't start. I mean, if I'm the Jurassic World people, let me go ahead and start. I can't worry about what Marvel got going on. I can't, hey, Ali, you want to be in this movie? We casted you in this movie. We filming immediately. Our filming is imminent. We right around the corner. We ready to go. We ready to go. Marvel be done. You know what I'm saying? I think he, and I've been saying this for the longest. I think he might have already walked. We up here discussing, you know what I'm saying, is it doom and gloom for Blade? I think it's already been impacted. I think it's over for Blade over there, Mark. That's me personally. That's what I think. Given the potential filming window for Jurassic World 4 in 2024, Blade could be delayed even further. Did I read that? Oh yeah, yeah. So it's bad news for artists who's gearing up for Blade, but it also can't be ruled out that if the film continues to suffer more delays, that it could be shelved while the MCU executives try to figure out their best way to bring Eric Brooks back to live action. Although Ali recently said that Blade production was back on track, his announcement came ahead of the news around Jurassic 4, so he could now have less availability for Blade. Of course, he got less availability for Blade. Of course, duh. And I'm gonna get into something else that he was just recently casted in. We're gonna talk about that too after you know what I'm saying. We're gonna go over that. A film in the MCU is a huge operation that takes years to put together, and right now it's unclear where the production is at. Um, but it's not all bad. If there's indeed less production time due to Ali's availability, then it could force MCU bosses in a different direction. There's a strong argument that it would be better to delay Blade to avoid botched production and some of the frequent criticism of rushing aimed at Marvel releases. Ali's presence in the new movie lends it a certain pedigree, so giving the film proper time and space to come together ensures the studio against any potential headache from rush releasing to meet its deadline for November 2026. Now, I agree 1,000% with that statement. 1,000% do I agree with that statement. Don't rush this film. Like, if y'all having issues and delays and all of that stuff like that when it comes to the casting, when it comes to the writer, then just delay it. Delay it, get it right. Make sure you get it right. But just know that you probably and most likely already have lost Mahershala Ali, your star. So while doing that, hopefully you got a contingent plan in place looking for a new star, looking for a new Eric Brooks, looking for a new Blade, because he ain't getting any younger, man. You know what I'm saying? Cuz he's not getting any younger. So y'all gotta figure out a way to either make this happen the right way or take your time to make it happen the right way and find somebody new and let this man walk so he can go and do the movies that you know what I'm saying want him to be in the film. You know what I'm saying? The MCU is experiencing the challenging period amid a push towards quality over quantity. The most anticipated Deadpool and Wolverine is the one and only MCU entry of all of 2024, and 4 films are on the slate for 2025, with Blade among them. A period of just over 12 months is a feasible turnaround for an indie movie, but the team behind Blade has its work cut out for it to meet the release date. Time spent anticipating a release will only serve to heighten the need for a quality movie that delivers the goods. And another thing too, even Deadpool and Wolverine was still going, and I think they just finished wrapping up reshoots. That's another thing too. So you have principal photography, you're gonna have reshoots, you're gonna have, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see them making whatever. I think it was a November 2026 deadline, or November, I'm sorry. I want to say 2025 deadline. I don't see that happen. It's June of 2024 right now. That means you got a year and 4 months or something like that. A year and 4 months to do this, to make a movie that you ain't even started on, that you don't even have the script. You have the story, but you don't have the script ready. I just don't see it happening. Just don't see it happening. Mahershala Ali is an Oscar-winning actor who elevates any film that he's attached to. We know that. So the casting is great news for viewers who await Jurassic World 4. Like I said, they're going to get them a quality star. Jurassic World 4 is going to get them a quality star. And I believe that Marvel will lose a quality star. They also say on the other side of the coin, it could be the final straw in the new Blade movie's catalog of woes after a dismal half-decade of false starts and disruption. Half-decade. I want y'all to understand that. 5 years worth of pump faking right now. While viewers still have had other acclaimed Blade films reminding why he's such a compelling character in the first place, it would be disheartening if the latest outing for the legendary vampire slayer turned out to be a disappointment. We don't want it to be a disappointment. Trust me. I don't think anybody who's a fan of Blade or Mahershala Ali wants it to be a disappointment. But Marvel is, when do you pull the plug? When do you pull the plug on and let Mahershala Ali walk? You got to. You got to pull that plug, man. So like I said, and so we that article solidified that he is cast in Jurassic World 4. Another article in Deadline says Mahershala Ali and Tom Hardy are set for an NYC crime thriller, 77 Blackout, with Charles Roven and Cary Fukunaga. Uh, so they're casting this. This two-time Oscar winner Mahershala Ali is set to star with Tom Hardy in '77 Blackout, a crime thriller set on the night when the city that never sleeps lost power and plunged into chaos and lawlessness. Cary Joji Fukunaga is directing, fresh from the Oppenheimer Best Picture Oscar. Charles Roven is producing along with Madison Werrider for Atlas Entertainment and William Green and Aaron Ginsberg for The Cut. Blackbeard will introduce the film at the international buyers at Cannes. Mark with WME, repping U.S. rights. Script was written by John. So basically, we got Mahershala Ali in another film, casting another film. I don't know if this has already been filmed or not, you know what I'm saying? But Mahershala Ali seems to be working. He seems to say, hey, let me fill my calendar up because these Marvel jokers over there, they don't want me to win. These Marvel jokers have had me on the hook for 5 years, nothing yet. So until they decide what they want to do, I'm gonna go work. And I'm gonna say this: if his mindset is that, then I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some availability constraints, right? Some conflicts when it comes to that, which in turns, like I've been saying, it's gonna cause him to walk. He's gonna take that walk. It just makes sense. Just makes sense. Sooner or later, he has to walk because they ain't ready. They're not ready for Mahershala Ali, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think about him being casted in Jurassic World 4 and this new movie 77 Blackout. 77 Blackout. Is this basically showing us that he's moving on? I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be some other films coming out down the pipe or announcements, casting announcements for Mahershala Ali coming down the pipe. Is this signifying that he has moved on and maybe Marvel just doesn't know it yet? Leave it in the comments down below. Y'all let me know what you think. All right. Let's talk about good old AK Kathleen Kennedy. She's been on a tear lately with the new Acolyte movie. Oh, I'm sorry, the new Acolyte, Star Wars Acolyte show on the horizon. She has been making her rounds, saying the same pathetic, ignorant, dodo-brained rhetoric that she's been saying for the longest. This is coming from LA Times. Since Lucas head Kathleen Kennedy says women in Star Wars struggle due to male-dominated fandom. That's weird. We had 3 female-led Star Wars films. All of them were successful films. Not only that, we had Rogue One, which was also a female-dominated lead film of Star Wars, which was also successful. You know what wasn't successful? That Solo movie. Solo wasn't successful at all, right? What else wasn't all that good? Kenobi wasn't good. That's male dominated. What else you got? I don't know. It's a couple. You know what I'm saying? Star Wars just haven't had the best of luck, regardless of whoever's leading the projects, because the stories just haven't been good. That's what I'm gonna say to start this off. So let's get back into the article. Since Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy says there's a gender disparity in Star Wars universe. In an interview with New York Times on Wednesday about the latest installment of the franchise, showrunner Leslie Hanlon's Disney Plus series, The Acolyte, Kennedy said that women tend to struggle due to the space saga's male-dominated fandom. I want to pause right there. I want all creators, all creatives, all heads of an IP. I need you to understand what your IP represents. Who are its fans, right? If you have male-dominated fans, you cater to the male-dominated fans. If you have female-dominated fans, you cater to the female-dominated fans. By saying that, I say this: cater to your fans. What do your fans want? You want a successful uh, um, franchise? Listen to your fans. I'm not saying that you can't have a female lead in a male-dominated genre. That happens all the time. That happens all the time. If the story is good, action, compelling stories, action, more compelling. Like it's real simple to succeed in a male-dominated genre. It's real simple. To go on to say, operating within these giant franchises now with social media and the level of expectation is terrifying. She told the publication, I think Leslie has struggled a little bit with it. I think a lot of women who step into Star Wars struggle with this a bit more because of the fan base being so male dominated. They sometimes get attacked in ways that can be quite personal. But why? My thing is, why why listen to the few crazies? Because most it's a lot of fans that have those crazies, right? Don't worry about those crazies. Don't worry about it. Worry about the real fans that's telling you, hey, this is what we want. Most real fans will be respectful with you. We don't care if you're a male director, female director. If you can come in and tell a dope story, tell a dope story. The bad thing that a lot of these creators do is they try to input themselves into the story. And there's not necessarily anything wrong with it if it coincides with the story. If it fits the overall overarching story, the overall lore of said story, fine. You can insert yourself. You can take some of your life, you know what I'm saying, and put it into the story if it genuinely fits in with the story. But don't put your life propaganda into the story and it has nothing to do, doesn't fit Star Wars, don't fit Marvel comics, don't fit DC comics, don't fit Doom, don't fit whatever franchises, G.I. Joe, you know what I'm saying? Whatever Transformers, don't do that. Don't do that because the thing doesn't work. The thing, imagine if you did that with a female dominated fan base. Imagine doing that with Barbie. Imagine doing that with My Little Pony. Imagine doing that with uh another female, Sex in the City. Just female franchise, and you mail them up. You know what I'm saying? If they say, hey Blue, I need you to take over the My Little Pony franchise, and I mail it up and I turn it straight into just masculine, just action. You know what I'm saying? And I'm putting that into it. You think that I'm going to keep the same My Little Pony fans? You think those fans are not going to have something to say? Hey, Blue, what the hell you doing, man? Why you messing up My Little Pony? Or why you doing this to Barbie? Barbie is now G.I. Joe. I done turned Barbie into a whole He-Man out here. Imagine that. Imagine doing that. So back to the article, it says women play central roles both behind and in front of the camera in the Acolyte. Its first series in the franchise to be created by a woman and stars Amanda Steinberg, Daphne King, Carrie Ann Moss, and Jodie Turner-Smith. Squid Games lead Jung Jae in his first English-speaking role, and Manny Wasito from The Good Place round out the cast. The series, which debuts June 4th, has already come under fire from certain corners of the internet for its increased focus on the inclusion of women and people of color. And I'm gonna say this, y'all, the mainstream media, y'all are worse for this because y'all feed into Kathleen Kennedy. Y'all feed into her ignorant rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? Of females having a hard time. Like I said, the last three actual Star Wars films all grossed $1 billion, right? For the most part. Then you had Rogue One, which a lot of people deem as damn near a flawless Star Wars movie. Ahsoka, people love Ahsoka. You know what I'm saying? People love the soap. You can't go listen to the five when you got 100 people and it's five loud people talking about, you know what I'm saying, on the negative tip. You can't listen to them because it's just five negative people. Don't listen to them. And the media, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves of even pushing that record and backing her up because y'all know at the end of the day, that's not what it is. At the end of the day, Star Wars fans rock with Star Wars fans, or they rock with Star Wars. I mean to say, they really do. They rock with it. But y'all act like Star Wars fans don't rock with it. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. I ain't even turning my banner on. So that's weird to me. I don't know why y'all do that. But says at the time of the publication, the initial March 19th trailer has received about 194,000 likes, 717 dislikes. Top comment refers to 2023 South Park special that accused Disney and Star Wars of pandering to diverse viewers. The show specifically parodies Kennedy with her cartoon counterpart, offering feedback for Star Wars creators to put a chick in it, make her lame and gay. Now I will say this. That seems to be the case. Seems to be if you're trying to do some type of diversity in Hollywood, you put a girl in it and you make her gay and you make her be able to do any and everything. She has um no real hero's journey, right? Because she's just a Mary Sue. She's probably a black lesbian Mary Sue. That's what they do. I'm just speaking factually. That's all I'm doing. Speaking factual. Once you get around that, then you'll be able to tell a good story. But you can't tell a good story if there's really no story to tell because she has no hardship about her. She's gonna go out and win the day. She's not gonna struggle. There's no, you know what I'm saying? What makes me wanna like this this heroine? Why did people love Ellen Ripley in Aliens? Why did they love her? Right? Tell me that. Why did they love her? Why do people like Laura Croft in Tomb Raider? One of the greatest game franchises of all time that's female led. Metroid, another female. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't want to hear that about female led properties not doing good when it's history proves that female led Terminator, another female led property. Come on, man. Helen told New York Times that she tried to avoid social media reactions, positive and negative alike. She unequivocally rejects the parts of the fandom against on-screen diversity. As a fan myself, I know how frustrating some Star Wars storytelling in the past has been. Helen said, "I felt it myself." So she's saying, "I'm getting away from social media and I'm gonna just do what I do," and I'm cool on that. If look, I haven't seen Acolyte. It hopefully is good. To me, the previews look good. I don't care whether it's female driven, male driven. If it's a good story, if it's on par, and if it does something for me as a Star Wars fan, I'm with it. If it doesn't meet my expectations, then you will hear from me, and it won't be disrespectful. It won't be disrespectful. But if I know that you're pandering, I'm gonna call out the pander. And lately, Hollywood loves to pander. And I just don't know if there's even a real reason to pander. Like why? We don't you don't need to pander. Just make a good story. The people who like it like it. The people who don't, they don't. Ain't no such thing as you know what I'm saying? People are we're looking for that new audience. Ain't no new audience. Ain't no new audience. Especially on a Star Wars. People who like Star Wars like Star Wars. The women who like Star Wars, they like Star Wars whether it's male dominated or female dominated. Because they like Star Wars. So don't look for no new man. Don't look for a new audience. Uh, she goes on to say, I stand by my empathy for Star Wars fans. She added later, but I want to be clear. Anyone who engages in bigotry, racism, or hate speech, I don't consider a fan. And I rock with that. If you're a bigot, if you're racist, if you just hate and just to hate, you know what I'm saying? You're not really a fan. You're doing the fandom a disservice. You're doing the property a disservice because you're making everybody look bad. You know what I'm saying? Since the pushback against more inclusive storytelling in Star Wars did not begin with the Acolyte, the final movie trilogy released 2015 to 2019 starred women and people of color. Portion of the fandom did not welcome them with open arms. Star Wars actor Kelly Marie Tran left social media following online harassment. Tran was the first woman of color to play a leading Star Wars role. The only cast member who had their own unique experience of that franchise based on their race. John Boyega, who played opposite Tran, told GQ in 2020. Oh, that's what I'm sorry. Um, Meanwhile, Daisy Ridley was also scrutinized for her role in the franchise and avoided online conversation. It's because the move. Okay, I think it was scrutiny. And it probably was. This is America, so racism exists, and you know what I'm saying. The sooner we get back to knowing that racism exists, stuff like this won't be such a big deal. Um, that shouldn't happen. Kelly Tran shouldn't be picked on for her. You know what I'm saying, for her race. Ain't nothing she can do about the color of her skin and her race. John Boyega, salute to John Boyega. Nothing, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. Even Daisy Ridley should be scrutinized for being female. The story wasn't good with those last three Star Wars. They just wasn't good stories. It really didn't accomplish nothing. You killed off characters. And I just think a lot of people were mad about that. And then they took their anger out, or they misdirected their anger to the wrong thing. I think they misdirected their anger towards Kelly Tran, towards John Boyega, towards Daisy Ridley. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not their fault that the script sucked. It's not their fault that the franchise, though that trilogy wasn't all there. It's not their fault, right? It's really not. So I agree with anyone who engages in bigotry, racism, or hate speech will not considered a fan. So all of those people who did that, I don't think they're fans. Now the people who came out and said, you know what I'm saying, Daisy Ridley's character is a Mary Sue, and she could just do anything. She just knows the force up and down, left and right. They got a point. Where's the struggle? Where's her actually learning how to do the force? Where's her losing? Did she even lose? Out throughout that whole trilogy, what did she lose? She didn't lose her arm. Luke lost the whole arm, the whole hand. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's things like that. Where is her loss in this? Where's her loss in this? But yeah, Kathleen Kennedy, I don't think she understands to pull it back full circle to her. Kathleen Kennedy, I need you to look at me. I don't think you understand the franchise that you wield power over. And that's why you're having issues, because you don't even understand the Star Wars franchise. You don't. You don't understand the fandom that you have. You don't get it. These people been down with this franchise since the 70s, right? And you were supposedly you was there, right? Right hand to George Lucas or something like that. So how are you missing it? How do you miss that? Since the 70s, they've been down. It's 2024. What's that, 50 years? 50 years? Come on, man. You got to understand your fan base. You got to understand your fan base. I don't see it getting more harder. I mean, if I'm selling something, I got to understand who I'm selling it to, right? Understand who's buying my product, right? And I want to keep the same people. I need repeat customers. I don't want to drive the repeat customers away, because then it's already hard to get customers in the first place. Now I'm driving them away to cater to one small sect of people. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Kathleen Kennedy and this whole Star Wars issue. You know what I'm saying? Her signaling about female and the Star Wars brand being tainted by male-dominated fans and stuff like that. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. We're gonna keep things moving. Next up, we're gonna talk about Martin. So we got Bad Boys 4 on the horizon, right? But for a while now, Martin, and I've been seeing it, he just ain't been looking his best, right? His movements just, and they say it's that he had, it's because he had that heat stroke or whatever. I don't think it's because of the heat stroke, because even after the heat stroke, he did movies after that. he was moving. He even did that stand up. What was that? Run tell that. After the heat stroke, he did that stand up, and he was sharp as a tack. And he could still be sharp. He could still be on point. He just something just don't look right when it comes to good old Marty Marl, man. And what I'm saying, this comes from fan wire. See, Martin is not okay. Alarming insights from Martin Lawrence's video with Will Smith to have the Bad Boys fans concerned. Martin Lawrence has been recognized as a face in Hollywood for decades now. He starred in many beloved projects. However, none have been as iconic as the Bad Boys film series, where many thought of 2020's Bad Boys for Life would be the end of the series. Lawrence and his co-star Will Smith brought about a gift for their fans, and I'm glad they did it for a film. I could see Bad Boys given to and when I say this, a lot of people look at Fast and Furious like, oh, when is it gonna stop? But Fast and Furious keeps making money. They make money, right? So I can see Bad Boys taking a turn to own some Fast and Furious stuff. Now they might not get up to 11 films, but I can see them pushing out another trilogy of films, right? This would be the fourth one. I could see them doing 2 more films just to knock out another trilogy. I can see that happen. Really, I could see that happen. So the 4th film in the series, Bad Boys Ride or Die, has had fans quite excited ever since it was announced. While many were expecting the experience to be nothing but festive, recent interviews have a lot of fans seriously concerned. When the new film was about to be released, the stars of the show often make appearances on talk shows and things of that nature for promotional purposes. While many fans expected the same to be the case for Bad Boys, they have been noticing an odd sort of a pattern. Will Smith has been giving interviews on his own, and Martin Lawrence is barely making an appearance. During an interview with Extra, the pattern was broken. When both of them came along to talk about the upcoming film, they touched on various aspects of the production, including their comeback, the working out process, and how they've been a part of the franchise for 30 years now. However, fans could not help but notice how some things were seriously off with Martin. Naturally, they voiced these concerns. After his appearance in the interview, many fans have been very outspoken about their concerns about Martin Lawrence. They pointed out how he seemed a little bit lost throughout the entire thing. And if you go and you watch some of these interviews, you see he is kind of lost. He's not engaged with the interviewer. Some things go over his head. He just looks like, what I'm saying, his motor skills don't seem to be functioning at optimal functionality. Something seems off. That's just, and it could be nothing, but something seems off. So after his appearance in the interview, many fans have been very outspoken with their concerns about Martin Lawrence. They pointed out how he seemed a little lost throughout the entire thing, even slurring his words every now and then. While they're not sure about what is happening to him, they are sure that the star is not okay. Quote, this is coming from GOCFD Wilson. I'm worried about our brother Martin, praying for that man. This comes from books by Selena. Martin is not okay. Get well, Marty Marr. Something is really off about Martin. His slow reaction, stumbling of words. This is Lee Raj 1639. I just want to cry out for Martin. This is coming from Vicky 8841. Martin seems a little slow and off, like he's had some kind of medical issue. This is coming from Dexter Jackson 5513. And I remember what it was. Was it the BET Awards? I want to say it was the BET Awards last year. The whole cast of Martin came up, and he was slurring his words then, like he just seemed off. You know what I'm saying? And maybe because I'm used to Martin from like the TV show and the movies and things, you know what I'm saying? Because I grew up with Martin, so I'm used to that young spry Martin and him being real energetic, real animated, and I'm not getting that. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's older now, but we see Will Smith. Him and Will Smith ain't too far off in age. Will Smith out here still moving, laughing, and joking. All the stuff that Will Smith done been through, you know what I'm saying? You would think that he might have reverted, you know what I'm saying, been into his shell, but he hasn't. He's still out here doing what he does. So, it's just, it's concerning, man. Even go over to Atlanta Black Star. They said, I hope Martin is okay. Will Smith appears to help Martin Lawrence walk, sparking more health concerns. And I don't have the video because I'm doing this from my phone. I might try to slide it in on the edit, but or maybe I can show y'all. Let me show y'all the video. Maybe y'all can see it. Y'all see that right here? I'm gonna play it. Like y'all see that? How he holding his hands? Like, why did I don't get it? Why did he have to? He brought Martin out like Martin was 60 some years now, and this could just be a bad video. It could be he could have had to dap them up and they just started walking and they just held hands together. It could be that because it does look like that too, but it just seems, you know what I'm saying? Just seems weird, man. It seems bad, man. On May 20, Martin and Will sat down with extras. I talked about that already. The slow and slur reaction time. I just showed y'all the video. You know what I'm saying? Him walking. It's just like I said, growing up, him being on Def Comedy Jam, to show Martin, life, all the stuff, man. You know, Martin is just that energetic, very animated type of comedian, very, you know what I'm saying, cat like that. And I guess it just hurts to see when you see somebody deteriorate, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if this happening, but to see a person deteriorate before your eyes, you know what I'm saying? So if something is wrong with Martin, let's pray for him. Let's make sure he gets the help that he needs. And if not, let's get out of this man's business and let him do the work. You know what I'm saying? That's really all I can say. At the end of the day, Martin Lawrence, we're praying for you, man. Hopefully, I'm hearing good things about this Bad Boys 4 film. You know, I know it's gonna be a hit. You and Will, when y'all get together, y'all like Snoop and Dr. Dre, y'all like, you know what I'm saying? Kobe and Shaq out here, man. So salute to y'all. And Bad Boys 4, write it out June 5th. Y'all go check that out. Y'all might see somebody in there that y'all know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this has been Blues News. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Remember the memberships are open. And without further ado, man, I am out. So peace. See y'all next time.